Are you ever going to start listening to me? You're going to have to get used to doing as I say sooner or later. I don't want to keep having to have this conversation with you. If you're not going to work, then you and Mike should live with us. You can help around the house and make yourself useful. If you are going to work, then you can live separately from us for all I care. But in that case, you're going to give me $2,000 a month to help with my living costs. I could really use some help and support around the house, so if you want your own household, then you're going to have to pay for it. I'm afraid that if you don't agree to draw up a contract agreeing to either of those choices, I will have no choice but to put a stop to your wedding next month.
You have got to be kidding me. Are you really going to bring this whole thing up again? How many times are we going to have to go over this? I already told you this the other day, but you don't have any power to stop our wedding in the first place. It's not your place to do so. I'm not marrying you. As far as an allowance, Mike told me that we don't have to pay you that. He's the one that said you were being greedy and not to entertain it, so I don't know what more you want me to say.
All right, well, if you aren't going to give me an allowance, then you'll be living with us. It's decided. You'll spend your days cleaning, cooking, and helping around the house so that I can take it easy.
Nope, I'm going to keep working after we get married, so I have no intentions on moving into your house to become your housekeeper. That is not going to happen.
Oh, really? Haven't you just been sitting at home doing just that even since I met you? You're always home. I don't know how you were supporting yourself before, but ever since I've known you, you've been at home all day, every day, doing nothing. Why are you now acting like you're going to be some kind of career woman? We only live a few minutes apart, so you think I can see if you're home or not? You must think I'm blind. I check your house often, and I never see you leave.
I explained this to you before, but I will explain it to you one more time. I don't go to an office every day. I'm a freelancer. I work from home on my own time. That's how I make my living, so I need a calm and quiet place to work. Sometimes I do go out for meetings when the clients request it, but it's not a daily thing. I'm mostly in my home office. That being said, I have to tell you that I have a real issue with you watching my every move.
I see. Well, if you're working, then there's no issue. You'll be sending me $2,000 a month. It's the least that you can do to make up for the fact that you won't be a proper addition to our family. If you're going to marry into my family, you better learn now that it isn't about your opinion. There's no right or wrong here, only what I say. It's about you putting me first and giving me the respect I deserve. It's about you listening to and obeying what I say first and foremost. That should be your priority from now on. What I say goes. Got it?
All right, well, I have an online meeting right now, so you'll have to excuse me. I can't keep going with this conversation.
What on earth is an online meeting? Don't make up excuses. You can't just get out of your responsibilities that easily. This conversation isn't over until I say so. Who do you think you are?
Enjoy the rest of your day. I have work to do.
I guess you leave me no choice. I really am going to have to do something to get rid of you now. I can't let someone like you try to take advantage of my family like this. I need to talk to you about Beth. It's really important, so hear me out. Do you really think it's the right choice to get married to someone who's so depraved and devoid of any manners of social cues? She's a horrible person.
Huh? What's gotten into you all of a sudden? We've been engaged for months. I've already made the decision that she is who I want to be with, or I wouldn't have proposed.
As your mother, I worry about you, and I wonder if you're not making a mistake. Did she manipulate you into making a rash decision? If by any chance you think this might be the wrong choice, you can break off the engagement right now. I promise I'll help you find a good wife who can actually make you happy. You really need to think this whole thing over one more time before it's too late. I beg you. You're going to ruin our family by bringing someone like her into the mix.
What is wrong with you? You know, I don't want to accuse you or anything, but could it be that you've been picking on Beth lately? This isn't the first time that you suddenly start to have a grudge against someone for no reason. If that's what's going on, then I'm not going to let you do it to Beth.
Why would you think I would do such a thing? I'm just a mother trying to look out for her son.
Dad and I have already warned you several times to stop treating people the way that you do. Even in the middle of a normal conversation, if someone says something you even slightly disagree with, you imagine that there's some evil person who's going out of their way to upset you. You berate them and then hold a grudge against them for way too long. You really have to stop doing that. If for some reason you did something like that to Beth, we would have a really big problem. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I really can't believe you turned this all around on me. Fine then, I hope you know Beth's true colors, because she definitely isn't who she pretends to be when she bats her eyelashes at you and tries to act all perfect in front of you. After you get married, it won't be so easy for you to escape, so take a good look at her until then. The way that she spends money, her behavior, the way that she lives from day to day, you really should observe her as much as you can. I am sure you'll start to see what I see.
I'll let you think what you want. I gotta get back to work. I can't keep doing this with you.
I knew it. You've been cheating on Michael. You must be really arrogant to think that I wouldn't find out.
What are you talking about? Why would I be cheating on Mike? We're about to get married.
I'm talking about this morning. Don't play dumb with me. I saw everything. You went out in this fancy-looking suit. It's obvious you weren't going to the supermarket. I'm not stupid.
You're right. I didn't go to the supermarket. I had a work meeting with one of my clients at a cafe. That's why I wore a suit. I wouldn't wear a suit if I were going on a date. Your accusation doesn't even make any sense.
You said you work from home. Why would you have a meeting outside if you work from home? You're the one who isn't making any sense. Stop lying to me.
This is probably the third time that I've repeated myself, but I recall telling you that if the client I'm working with wants to have a meeting in person, I do take those meetings outside of my house. You can scroll up to our last conversation. I'm sure the text is there.
Okay, I finally see what you mean. So the client you have those meetings with is your lover. How convenient. You really thought that you were going to outsmart me with that one, didn't you?
Where do you even come up with these scenarios? Did you really think I would go meet a man I'm cheating with in a big, bulky suit? No. It's work, so I wore something appropriate for a business meeting. Even if you don't want to believe me, at least try and think about it from an objective standpoint.
If you think I'm going to believe you, you must be even more stupid than I thought. I am not buying your explanation. Maybe you put that suit on just so that people wouldn't suspect you. You had your alibi all set up, huh?
I don't know what more you want me to tell you. I have another meeting now, so I can't keep doing this back and forth. Not everyone has the leisure of sitting around all day trying to pick fights with people.
No, you are not going to take that meeting until I'm done with you. If you're going to lie to me like that, then fine. Send me the proof, right now. If you can send me the proof within the next 3 minutes, I'll believe you this time. See, it's just like I thought. Now I know for sure that you're cheating on Michael. You're lying so you don't have any proof to send. You used a meeting as an excuse to stop responding to me, but I can promise you that if you were telling the truth, you would be more concerned with trying to get me to believe you than about a stupid little work meeting. If you had proof, you would have sent it. All right, well, I finally have proof that Beth has been cheating on you this whole time. Now, we have to cancel the wedding this weekend, so you have to call the venue right away and let them know. Don't put it off. I'm so glad I caught it in time. A few more days and it would have been too late. You must be so relieved right now. It's going to be a little stressful, but I bet we can take back to court for ruining the engagement, and then after she pays us, we can get rid of her forever. Now that I think about it, since the wedding's off, I don't have any plans this weekend. I wonder if I could get a reservation at a hotel near the beach this weekend. I want to celebrate this. You think it's too last minute? I'm going to call around a few hotels. We can make a weekend out of it. Let's all go celebrate this as a family. I am so excited. It's been a while since we've taken a family vacation. Now that we don't have a care in the world, it should be so much fun. Hey, haven't you arrived at the hotel yet? Oh, where are you? I'm waiting for you. I've been checked in since last night already, but you aren't getting back to me, and you're still not here. Is everything okay? There's a huge jacuzzi in the room. It's really the best. Get here quickly so you can enjoy it too.
That's really great, Mom. Congrats.
Oh, how are you? So when are you getting here? I hope you're not too far away. I'm getting a little bored all by myself.
You can enjoy your little vacation all by yourself. I'm not coming. I'm in the middle of my wedding, so I'm just a little bit too busy to come and see the big jacuzzi in your room. I have other priorities in my life.
What are you talking about? What do you mean you're at the wedding?
We've just finished the ceremony, so we're gonna move to the reception now. Have fun at the beach.
Wait a minute, but your wedding was canceled. Everything was decided. What did you do?
Obviously, I didn't cancel my wedding. Why would I? There was absolutely no reason to.
I sent you a text to letting you know that Beth cheated on you. That should be reason enough, don't you think?
Oh, you mean the crap about how she went outside of the house with the suit on? That's your whole argument?
Of course. Why would she go out of the house if not to go to the supermarket? Why would she go to the supermarket in a suit, right? She wouldn't. So that only leaves one thing. She was going on a date.
The thing is, I was at that business meeting with her, so you're not even just reaching at this point, you're fabricating stuff to try interfere with my life. I told you that I met Beth through work in the first place, didn't I? I was one of her clients to begin with. My company wanted to hire Beth again for some work, so Beth, my boss, and I all met for a meeting at a coffee shop. So obviously she wasn't cheating on me. Why would she wear a suit to go on a date in the first place?
I can't believe any of this. There has to be a misunderstanding. Are you sure we're talking about the same day?
Yes, I'm sure, which is why I didn't respond to your obnoxious little texts, trying to celebrate breaking me up with the love of my life. Even if your accusations were true, don't you think that I would be devastated? You think that I'd want to go celebrate at the beach? You only think about yourself. I think it's for the best that you weren't here at the wedding. I'm not going to try and force you to be happy for me. It is what it is.
You can't be serious.
The reception's about to start. Enjoy your trip.
Well, I'm glad I made it in time. Everything worked out the way it was supposed to in the end. You can't really blame me, though. This whole time I knew something was off with you. I wasn't able to stop your wedding because of your serial cheating, and while that's too bad, I found one more reason to get Michael to separate from you, so it's just fortunate that I was able to stop things in time. You married him because he's rich, didn't you? All you want is his money. I know everything now. That's why I hijacked the mic at the party and told everyone what your true intentions were. I am so glad everyone knows now. I'm relieved that I was able to expose you to the world. Now everyone knows not to trust you with anything. I'd be surprised if you still had any friends left after this.
Can I ask what gave you the idea I was after Mike's money? I'm just curious at this point.
I mean, you said you work from home, so... Not to mention, I told you that if you're working, you have to send me $2,000 a month. But you refused. That tells me you're broke. You may be working, but clearly you're not actually making any money. Which means that you only married Michael because he has money and he supports you. You're just trying to use him. This was my last chance to protect my son's future, and I wasn't about to let it slip away. That's why I told everyone in the most public way possible what a horrible person you are. Now everyone knows, even Michael. I'm sure he isn't even speaking to you anymore. I mean, sure, the event staff immediately kicked me out of the venue, but I can tell you it was worth it. Now that Michael knows the truth, I'm sure that he immediately went for an annulment. So everything was worth it in the end. I am so glad I was in time.
I see. I'm glad then. I can get a divorce. Thank you so much for giving me a good enough reason to get divorced. I really appreciate it.
Don't act like things are on your terms. He'll be the one divorcing you, not the other way around.
Oh, sorry, that isn't about me and Mike. Grant is sitting next to me, and he's the one who sent that just now. He's been reading all of your messages to me.
What? Why is my husband with you? Or where is Michael?
By the way, after you left, everyone laughed at your hysterical display, and we continued the party. It was a lot of fun. If only you had come as a normal guest, you would have had a good time. Mike and I have absolutely no plans of getting divorced, I'm afraid.
Why do I have to deal with getting divorced now? How is this any of my fault? I put up with Beth's horrible behavior for so long, and you never listened to anything I had to say.
The thing is, you would have never had to put up with anything at all if you hadn't made everything up in your head in the first place. None of the things you accused Beth of were even remotely true.
You can't be serious. You still don't believe me?
I mean, I already explained about the cheating accusation, so I don't think I have to go through that again. But the fact that you think Beth is only with me for my money is even more delusional than the cheating thing.
Why would that be delusional? She's just some pathetic work-from-home housewife who can't even afford to give me a mere $2,000 a month for support.
Beth makes around $200,000 a year, you know. That's more than double what I make.
$200,000 a year? You're joking, right?
I don't want you to try and ruin her work relationship, so I won't go into too much detail about what she does, but she is one of the most sought-after experts in her field. Everyone wants to work with her.
If she's that loaded, why didn't she agree to send me the money? It's the least she could do.
Because she doesn't owe you anything. You treat her like absolute crap, and you want her to send you free money for no reason? Where do you get off asking her for an allowance in the first place?
I don't see why you think that's a problem. If she has money, she can spare some.
Aren't you embarrassed to be begging my wife for money? Why would you even think that's okay? Just because she declined to send you money, you decided that she's a horrible person and you try to ruin our wedding and our entire relationship? You're completely nuts.
You have it all wrong. I was just testing her devotion to our family. I was just looking out for you.
No, I have everything perfectly right. I don't want anything to do with you anymore anyway, so you can save your explanations for someone who still cares. You don't know this, but we moved away to get some distance from you. The fact that you were spying on Beth and her comings and goings was really starting to get to her.
You moved without telling me? But why? You just moved when you got engaged, and you were so close to me. Who would move again not even 5 months after moving in anyway? It makes no sense.
The fact that it was so close to you was never on purpose. I just moved into Beth's place until we found a place of our own. You took advantage of the fact that it was so close by spying on her, so it just made us want to move out faster.
Seriously?
The fact that Beth's house was so close to your house is actually one of the reasons we started becoming so close. Whenever I came to visit you, I would meet up with her afterwards. It was a pure coincidence, but we found it funny.
That can't be right. I only started seeing Beth around town right after you got engaged.
You probably saw her before, but you didn't think twice about it. I mean, you didn't know her before we got engaged, so why would you even notice her? To be honest, I never noticed her around town until after we met through work either.
So it's really true. You didn't move just to be closer to me?
We kind of got off track. What I'm trying to say is that from this point on moving forward, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I won't tell you where we live now, and I'm going out of my way to make sure you never find out.
But wait a second. Your dad is considering divorcing me, and now you're going to abandon me too?
Oh, he's not just considering it, he's already decided. But that's really not any of my business, so if you have anything to say to Dad, you can go through his lawyer and say it to him.
You can't treat me like this.
I'm gonna go have lunch with my wife now. Take care of yourself, Mom.
But wait a minute. Listen to me. You can't do this to me.
I'm gonna block you now. Bye.
It seems like Mike's mom always had a very active imagination and would constantly make up stories in her head and accuse people of things that they didn't do. I don't have the guts to ask Mike's dad why he ever got married to someone like that when it seems like he's asking himself the same question lately. After the divorce was finalized, Mike's dad apologized to me for what Cecil put me through, not that any of it was his fault. As for Cecil, she immediately blew through all of the money that she got in a divorce and then moved in with her brother's family. However, she immediately started harassing her brother's wife, and then they finally kicked her out of their house a few days ago. She gets enough money in alimony each month to afford a small apartment, but since she has no inclination to work, she can't really afford to go out except to the grocery store. Considering what kind of person she is, I think it's fair to say that she will probably spend the rest of her days alone and bitter.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified every time we post new content. See you again soon!